Last line, live? Yes, we are live.
Some technical difficulties.
As never. Why would we ever?
You there, Durateen?
I am indeed.
Oh, your audio on weird for a
Audio
second.
bad. You're bad.
It was weird for a second. It's fine now.
That's just motorcycles and, the lovely parts of being in Brazil.
Hmm.
Looks like to me.
Well, at least it's not GTA like in the background of some of our guys on our comms.
Could be worse.
Suddenly police sirens for like 30 seconds. All right. But anyways.
So reset day. How did shit go for you guys?
God.
Durateen.
Give me 1 second. You actually link this fucking stream.
There you go.
All right. Anyway. Yes. Good afternoon, boys and girls. Much better. Much better. So, yeah, reset
I don't know
day.
if our fucking stream is working, to be honest.
I think it's on because I see
Yeah.
the Reddit post very respectful. Let's be fair, and it's so fucking true. Except I'm not sure we're actually all Indian. Just Exion.
He's so Indian. He turns everybody around him Indian too, I guess.
No, but he's Korean. He's actually full on Korean.
Hmm.
When
Are
you
there
hear-
Korean Indians?
when people listen to ellipsis, they think it's like some big black dude, right? It's actually like a very small Korean child, but with giant feet.
That is
Yeah.
I mean, we
Anyway.
also have guys which voice doesn't fit to their appearance.
Yeah, you ever hear
But
like
some
Mike
people it
Tyson?
does.
Mike Tyson, like a giant fucking black dude, and then you hear him, he's like, "I have this tiny little voice like this," which is very strange. He sounds like Electra from Money Go. Oh, that's fucked. That was bad. Anyway, yeah. So good morning, guys. Lovely day post reset. Sunday fun day. No castles today. No war camps. Just degenerates and just fame.
So everybody's just fucking gathering all day, I guess.
I mean, who actually gathers? Come on, bro.
I'm certainly not.
Turbo
Ever.
crabs.
The two people that gather in Albion, and one of them is Anissa. The other one's like Mr. Flacco from Blue Army. Greasy fucks.
You see what's up on the screen with the Sorab, Skeeches, and Derek?
Yeah.
Quick swipes
Oh my God, I
propaganda.
haven't seen that yet.
Quick, little known fact: Quicksilver was actually kicked out of Money Game. So Derek's like, "Yo, get a new guild in Noops." The man joins Valhalla GT with that follow aid kit. It just fits right in, right? Like 100% what you would expect from Quicksilver.
Hmm. Thinking phase. I
No,
mean,
Oh, hold on. Did Quick Swipe get kicked out of Money Guild?
I think he did, and then he got let back in, or I think he's in Valhalla GT right now.
okay. When does those Brazilians or not? I can absolutely
Yeah,
not.
it's Brazilians. It's the
Okay,
Brazilians
okay.
that like a Brazilian streamer, that follow weight kid. Remember that kid that got caught jacking off on stream?
Which of the probably a dozen cases that happen every day on Twitch?
Yeah, but this one's actually you actually know. So yeah, so Quick Steps down in Valhalla GT, so very respectable. That's the Julie Cat effect. Just an evil fucking witch.
Oh boy.
Hello, guys.
Oh hi.
I invited Ironhide. Okay.
Good afternoon.
To everyone who doesn't know who I am, I mean, newbie, Brave Vanguard, leadership, tank.
Also, you're the best tank we have.
Yeah.
It's a low bar, but it's a bar.
Hey, anyone can beat it. Ready to go.
I mean, yeah, I don't think people fucking Mosef.
Wow. That's
Cold-blooded. I was cold-blooded. So, what glorious country do you come from, my son?
From Greece, actually. Half Greek, half Polish, you know.
That's a fucked up combination. I'm not gonna lie to you, bro.
Hey,
Half.
fucked up combinations, best combinations.
It's not as bad as our Scottish, Irish drunk Celloface. I was hoping to get him on.
Oh, yeah.
He's always fucking drunk.
Speaking of Scottish, it will be released later today. I promised. I don't have it uploaded yet, but it will be out today. Derek's leadership speech for the Oops
Oh,
leadership meeting.
can you send me the link? I'll play it.
Oh, bro, it was literally amazing. Like, I swear to God, it was like William Wallace was fucking telling me to kill June. It was very good. It was very good.
Did he scream
no-
freedom?
Yes, think Mel Gibson trying to like tell you to fucking raid mages. It was very very respectful. Very respectful. I did enjoy it.
That's
Whenever-
hilarious.
Whenever I think of victory speeches, I think of or war speeches, I think of the Nazi speech in Helsing Ultimate. I love war.
That's yes. The German would talk about the Nazis. Yes.
Yes, we do.
I thought you weren't allowed to talk about the Nazis in Germany.
No,
Like,
you're just
that's
not
super
allowed to
taboo.
not talk about the Nazi. Bruh.
I thought it was like super fucking. Let's be fair. How many Germans actually live in Germany at this point? Come on.
Last time I checked, 82 million.
Yeah, but how many of them are actual Germans and not from like Kenya?
About 80
Yeah.
million?
Alright. Respectable numbers, respectable percentages.
Yeah,
Yes,
I mean, we build our economy on the backs of Turkish migrant workers, so I guess that's fair, isn't it?
So you have like Exion slaving away in your sweatshop right now, just gathering fucking T6 cotton and Vassar.
It's
Another
pretty
question.
ironic because right now I'm gathering tier 6 5.
The plot thickens. Yo, whatever happened to Vassar? The man had a giant cartel. The Discord sounds, yes, very respectable. The man had a giant cartel, and then he just.
he
disappeared.
told everybody that he would fuck off, wouldn't he? And he did, kind of. Didn't he? Isn't he just poof?
I don't know.
At least he was last time I checked.
It's good. We've rid the community. We've rid the community of a great evil. So anyway,
Wasn't it our white knighty friends in MAGA, Make Albion Great Again, that won and totally obliterated him?
I honestly have no idea. I don't know. I don't really pay attention to those, things. I have to read. Reading is very difficult. So Exion, good morning. We were just talking shit about Turkish people.
Oh, don't do. They'll bring their 50. Anyways,
So anyways, back on topic. Let's
yeah,
dive right
reset
into it.
day. That's
Reset day.
worrying.
You said it was a fun day. Yo, Voltel.
Oh yeah. I heard a lot of shit happen. Like,
Yo, Voltel.
What's up?
Yo, can you log in and just open the map first so we can take a quick peek?
I'm not set up to do that right now.
That's very disappointing. Anyway,
Having
reset
some
day.
technical difficulties.
Reset day was a very interesting. I didn't think anyone. I don't think anyone expected to go into reset day to get a fight. Right? Let's be fair. Because the way the game's set up right now, it's pretty much just everyone zone capping everything and trying to do the best. So whoever has the zone first, you're pretty much guaranteed to cap that. With like minor exceptions with like Arch and stuff like that. This is very true. See, that's the main thing. Like, I see all these people like, oh my god, fucking Oops gave up Mercia. But the way the GVG system and the point system is broken right now, being able to raid the mages is more points than actually owning the mages, which is a fucked up concept.
That makes no fucking sense at all.
No, it literally makes no sense.
Shouldn't you be like defending is harder than attacking, right? Because you have to defend 24/7, and you only have but you only have to attack once to kill a mage.
Exactly,
Right?
exactly. So and the way it is right now, like literally a 3-man unit can kill a mage. So if people just spread out like fucking little mini blobs, it is very disrespectful. Yeah, Money Guild has been doing quite a bit of mage raid, because you have to remember, Money Guild is far behind in terms of castles, right? Because the way that the zone caps and lovely fucking PvP activities work out. But they've been keeping themselves ahead strictly on mages. And this is while June, like, what happened is every CTA, instead of going to an actual castle, June as a guild just goes around and kills Money Guild mages. So the amount of points that they make off those mages it's ridiculous. So by giving up Mercia and by giving up most of the outlet, you put yourself in a position where all you have to do is just go raid other people's mages.
Usually, if somebody was argumenting that way, my first go-to argument would be, haha, made you win or something. But but since like I looked at the numbers, and with double points, it makes absolutely no sense to hold more vast parts of land.
Yeah, because listen, Albion right now, it's such a skewed system. GG system is so horrible that it's counterproductive for you to own territories. Like, how fucked is that? You have to literally you have to GVG for them, so someone's gonna die, right? Someone's gonna die. You're gonna have lost sunsets. And what do you have to show for it after you fight? After all those millions invested into set, what?
Well, you have a crystal slot in the best case, don't you?
Yeah, but
Which
but
can be-
why would you take why would you take a Mercier crystal tower TA when you can just have a royal one?
But don't Mercia's GVG crystals give better points than
They do,
Anglia?
100% they do, but we have to win the crystals as well.
That is true. Wasn't it the case that Money Guild and Oops pretty much had the crystals on farm the first 2/3 of the season? Because that's what was being
but
said.
the problem is this, right? The way the crystal system works now, it's not like Hellgates. You can't get matched against people from your own alliance. So what happens is Money Guild and Oops in general was fielding so many crystal teams that they were actually getting no-shows for the crystals, right? And these no-shows... What's that card yet?
So everybody was
no-shows...
fighting Oops because Oops had more than half of the crystals.
Exactly. See,
Oh my god.
understand the concept. So the problem was all these other... And you have to remember, all the towers were dropped to Money Guild. So we had other guilds from Oops that were getting points as well. So all these other teams that, like, the extra Oops teams, didn't want that content anyway. Yeah, it's true. So all these extra teams were getting no shows. They weren't leveling their towers, and they weren't getting any actual season points or energy. So you see how it's a very strange concept, yeah.
So if you have too much, you actually have only limited chances of winning, because you only get for a win, not for a quote unquote draw or no show.
And what happens? Yeah, it's skewed systems. What's happening is, instead of getting matched up like the matchmaking system, you're gonna have so many extra teams that instead of having like your best team fight their best team, you're gonna have their best team fighting like some random pug from like Warbows.
Yeah. Oh boy. Okay. Yeah. But I think that will change with the new system, won't it? With the new Crystal League.
I mean, hopefully. Well, I mean, listen, I'm a man of, when I see Albion updates and when I see anything related, I think we have to get into the actual patch and actually like they release it for us to see what's fucked up. Because every time, no, it's true. Every time there's an update or there's some sort of balance change or there's some sort of major impact in the game, something is just horribly broken.
That's not a very optimistic way of looking at things.
It's true, bro. Listen, they let Swords and Parry get into the game. How are you going to tell me that Parry is a very balanced spell? The Forge Hammers, yeah.
Such a short duration.
So Forge Hammers, let's make an ability that makes you God mode invincible and have retard DPS for 7 seconds. Oh wait, and you can't be purged at all during those 7 seconds. How is that like a? Oh, who looked at this and said, you know what, this is reasonable. This is going to be good for the game.
To be fair, they perfectly counterbalanced it with making haste pink. Because the haste buff from the chest makes you pink. Like,
Yeah,
you
Not
look like
anymore.
pink fucking hell.
Yeah,
Not
actual-
anymore.
So the game.
Not anymore?
Oh yeah, the game. No, it's still fucking. No, it's still broken, bro. Come on, I was watching the stream yesterday. Man went to big man mode, turned to a pink fucking giant. It was like Barney the dinosaur had like surgically fucking hooks on his hands.
I mean, yeah, but can't you just can't you still see him somehow? Like just
No.
stun him?
They're immune
No?
to everything. It's ridiculous. It's
Let me look at that fucking skill.
it's broken. It's a broken ability. And not only that, but they're like, you know what?
Your
Since you're
armor?
giants have bigger arms, so you can reach longer now. So not only are you a giant,
Normal
you
attack
can't be
damage.
purged. You can't be fucking.
The range by 50%. Oh
Yeah,
my
see?
god.
You're
That's like
literally a
half the
range
bonus of a
DPS.
spear. Fuck.
You're literally like a range DPS with like the giant fucking hammers. It's stupid. Broken. So like every time they release some sort of content patch, some sort of balance, something in the game, it tends to just be fucking skewed and broken and retarded. So I'm hopeful for good changes, but I'm
But
hoping
this effect
pessimistic.
can't be purged. Also, I don't see any crowd control immunity.
There's no control immunity, but realistically, if you're wasting hard CC on that one dude, instead of like a kill target, you're dead.
Simple. Make him your kill target. Oh wait, no, you can't
You
because he
can't.
has armor like fuck.
You
Never
fucking
mind.
can't because he's a fucking giant.
Yeah, true again.
Yeah. So yeah, like I hope they make positive changes in the next patch. I do hope, like not just in terms of balancing, but in terms of like, actual game mechanic, right?
Yeah.
Discord sounds. What mine?
I'm not sure who's. Oh, if you want to, I can PM you, Mossap. It's fine.
Easy has counter. Okay, what is the counter? Just no everything. Listen, everything in the game is a counter. Yeah. The problem is that some counters just make you waste so many resources that it's just not worth it. But yeah,
It's a
back
plus
on
one,
that.
minus one.
Yeah, so back on the actual like mechanics of reset day and ages. So we're going for the last reset, last part of the season, third part. We're in double points now. So mages now in how much they give you now?
I
How much are mercy
I have like a little handy sheet.
I'm looking at you.
The
So
best
mercy
mages are in Mercy at 24, so 48 now.
48 points. Yeah, 48
Yeah.
points per mage.
That's
So
4 mages per Terry. That is, in the best case, 2 Terries per zone. That's 8 mages. That's 184? No,
Yeah, so-
192 points.
192 points, but the mages do respawn. So what is it like? One
They
every 6 hours
respawn
now?
every
Every
2
8?
hours, right?
2 hours, yeah, the first one. Yeah, so it's honestly more points for you to keep like mages dead and kill mages than it is for you to actually own territories. It's a
I
very
wonder when
it's a bad
June just goes fucking ahead and drops a guild out of their alliance to kill their mages.
But see, that's the thing. But that's the thing as well. The second they do that, they completely get no income from these territories that they're still going to have to defend and upkeep. So it's a skewed system. It's a bad system.
It's a
Forces you
system
to-
that pretty much encourages the attackers or gives them an advantage, significant.
what it gives you an advantage if you don't have any territories.
Hmm.
It does. It honestly does. There's very little incentive today for you to go out waste 100 mil on GVG sets, and now you're like, oh yeah, we have a territory. Oh wait, now we have to defend it 24/7 against random fucking T4 spear chuckers, bro. Dude, I'm literally just thinking of like a
T4 spear
Namasti.
checkers, love it.
I just think of Namasti just going into raid mages with like a T4 parent spear, like someone like a great mage or stuff. You only need 3 people to raid a mage.
Yeah.
But it is a very strange system. Now, honestly, to reply to chat, Money Guild is not a ZVZ guild. Money Guild is a mage raiding guild now. Literally, that's all they're gonna do for them. It's true. It's true. All Money Guild is gonna do for the next 30 days is nonstop mage raid. You're gonna see Derek's not gonna shower for like maybe once a week, at most.
No,
At
no, no.
most.
That's what downtime's for.
Oh yeah, very true. Yeah, downtime for you to go to the bathroom,
See,
shower.
the developers. It's a whole. It's a complete concept. Like you get 30 minutes a day for like sleep, food, and showering. Also
Yeah.
hair gel.
Hello.
Hello, Del.
So yeah,
Yes, hello. I'm the right hand of Ego Alliance. In case anyone doesn't know. Never been on the stream before, so
So
we'll see how this goes.
how did reset day go for you guys?
It went relatively well, all things considered. At least in the numbers game, we got quite a few territories relative to how many we were expecting to get, so that was a good surprise. I wasn't there for the NA reset because I'm sort of more of the EU leader kind of thing for Ego, so I was obviously
Ah.
there for the EU reset. But
So,
I
so you're one of those people that goes to bed. Yes. One of those people.
excuse you.
One of
well,
those
yes, I do
people.
go to bed because it's 2 a.m. for me.
Ah, yes.
It's
Mm.
3
Excuses, excuses,
See,
excuses.
this is why Ego is not a Mercy Alliance. Boys.
Oh,
This is why
shots
Ego
fired.
Oh,
This is why Ego never get to Mercia because they go to bed at NA reset.
Not
Not-
everyone,
not-
just me. I used to stay up. Every Saturday that happened, but I don't do that anymore.
So you say you used to care.
Ah, yes.
I still
Ego.
care. I just can't keep myself awake for until 2 a.m.
What?
I was just giving you shit, man.
Do they have no drugs in your country?
Jesus Christ.
everything from cocaine to black tea works.
I don't know what black tea is, but okay, I'll take it. No, Blue Army is not bigger than Albion. Blue Army is,
It's the organic cocaine.
yeah. So,
Oh,
and drug talk was drug
fair
talk
trade
online.
cocaine. It's very
Yeah.
important. You
Very
can
fair.
get it of
I'm
whole.
not.
So in
I've
terms
got
of-
no intention.
Yeah, don't do drugs, boys. Drugs are bad.
I've got no
So,
intention
back
of
on-
using drugs to stay up for any
Yes.
reason. I'm
So
sorry about
back
that.
on your reset day. Where'd you guys go for EU resets? It's up when you participated in. Like, what region of the map were you slithering about?
We for EU reset we started off in Fizzlecops, and we sort of then we then decided to go for something a bit further away to the Festiflesh area. That's what we got, because we couldn't get anything else around that area.
Yeah,
Why
because
couldn't you get anything else? Why couldn't you get everything else?
There was a so one of the alliances near us is NASA, and they have a lot more of an EU presence than we do, both CBZ wise and GVG wise. We decided to go around them instead of go through them.
Yeah, you don't want a ZVZ versus KFC, bro. Let's be fair. Nobody wants a ZVZ against KFC.
The only time they haven't been dominant in our area is when BA moved in for a little bit. They
Yeah,
sort of got kicked out of.
BA well-known Angry Alliance.
Yeah, they sort of got kicked out of
Damn.
Mercia by Derek, so they came to Anglia for a bit instead, and we had to deal with them for a while.
didn't they got kicked out of Anglia again?
Yeah, then they got kicked out of Anglia, GVG wise at least.
Yeah, one thing I noticed was there was Sauce and Zorn and all those guys playing in East Anglia, West Cumbria. Did you see that too, or?
Me? Well, I didn't particularly see what Source and Zorn and all them were doing. They weren't really around us. We were typically focused on the area around us at the time, so we weren't really concerned about who was working together in different areas. Mainly about who was working together in our area.
Are you gonna do a rap battle, Durateen?
I'm heavy yesterday. Yes, yesterday was a completely off topic from the glorious ego reset. But so yesterday, we may have uncovered Daddy TeamSpeak, or I'm not gonna call it Daddy. That's gay as fuck. I'm gonna call it Squad because that's what it is. No, I'll call it Squad, bro, because it pretty much is Squad like 6.0. So I found squad team.
One
speak,
squad every season.
Yeah? I found squad team speak, and all the boys were in it. Yeah, like Mojo, Sucks, all the lads were around. We had that Lenny kid from Conflict like drop like beatbox, and I did rap battle versus Heavy Jester. Yes, and I do like to think that I came out victorious.
Oh, please tell me there's a recording of that.
There may be. I did not record it, but yes, I'm pretty sure I did. I did win.
Also, since I have a past in that, by any chance, or like a history with that, was it Christian rap or not?
Wait, what?
Uh,
Is there such
That's a
thing?
that's a brave Vanguard inside joke.
Did you
at
say
this point.
Christian rap?
Yes.
You don't wanna
We had
know.
the
Is that a
incident,
thing?
don't you remember?
Yes.
Yes. We had a guy Christian rapping on our comm. He was not in guild. He was a friend, but he was Christian rapping on comms.
Yeah.
That's probably the funniest shit that has ever happened there. But anyways, yeah, was it Christian rap or was it not?
I know it was not. No, there were some very unkind words said, but it was a nice day. But the best part about me being on Daddy TeamSpeak or June TeamSpeak or Squad, whatever you want to call it, TeamSpeak, is the pork omelet guys in Discord. So I went to the channel. I didn't even change my name, by the way. I just came to the Discord as Durateen. I go to like the channel where they have like some of their lesser known like foreigner guilds, like Brazilians, the Spanish, and etc. And I just started screaming, "Yo, I need you boys to rotate right now to Alderwood." And instead of like looking at my name and realizing that obvious fucking troll, these kids instantly said, "Okay, bro, we go." So there's a tier 5 blob of Brazilians in fucking East Anglia that rotates all the way to Alderwood. And they get there like, "Bro, we here." I'm like, "Yeah, just come to the blob. It's friendly, boys. Just come with me." And it's just take care of their dismounted red.
Jesus Christ.
No, some of them did, yes. Like 2 guilds got there. Earthquake and some other shitters. I swear to God, Earthquake and some other guilds did. We had the video.
Oh, don't we have a
Amazing.
past with Earthquake, Voltel? Weren't they
It was
like in Win at some point?
Yeah.
They were in Win, yeah.
They were stripping our territories.
Well, typical. Brazilians. I mean,
Yeah, that's all they do.
listen, do monkey like bananas? Yes, they do. Do Brazilians like territory pixels? Yes, they do.
That's hard on the edge.
What?
Comparing monkeys and Brazilians, it's hard on the edge.
I'm not saying that. No, I never said that at all. What do you mean? What the? Listen, racism starts in your head, not in mine. Yeah.
I guess I got there.
Jesus Christ, you got shit posted on live
Yeah, I
stream.
got shit posted.
If the Brazilians are the monkeys, are the Russians like the snow monkeys?
No. Russians
they're
are
the
crabs.
trumpeers.
They're crabs.
Crabs? Oh yes. Oh yes.
Yetis.
Crab.
Yetis. They're Yetis. Yeah, we're getting off conversation off top. So let's go
They're a
back to
very
reset.
hairy crab.
Let's go back to reset it. Yeah. Let's go back to reset. Yes, I do have more phones and territories because take care. Actually, never mind. Take care actually took territories. What a surprise. Anyway, so back to reset, man. It was. I thought it was quite enjoyable. The fights that we did get. I'm not sure about how the reset was in Anglia in terms of fights because we really don't expect that much. Was it Dell? Was it Dell?
Yeah, that was.
Did you get in the actual fights?
Well, for EU, I can tell you we got a fight against Broke Boys or Phono One or whatever their alliance is called.
Anglia,
in Mudshaw.
Bed or something. Or am I mixing them up with
How was that? How the Brookwood's are pretty good as EVZ. How was
So
that?
yeah, we I wasn't in the Zerg. I was one of the kill teams. But we took the North Mudshaw, and then by the time we got to the South one, our guys had engaged them. So there was just us. Apparently, we were winning the engage, and then they flanked us with another T5 blob or something. So that went south very quickly. They had like mammoths and everything. And yeah, we basically lost that. But up until that point, we pretty much had a chain of territories with very little contact per se. I can't comment on how NA reset did, but I heard there was a good fight against Made in BR for that, but I obviously wasn't there.
That sounds very very nice. Fuck. And main BR, like they still pull quite a few numbers, which is surprisingly like the amount of Brazilians we actually have in the game right now is ridiculous.
Oh yes, definitely. I've noticed, especially since free to play, there have been quite a lot more.
I wonder why.
Well, speaking
yes.
of Brazilians, I heard Vakadin was active again. He's now back on the round table. Have you talked to him at all?
I'd rather drown myself in a bucket of sand.
So I take that as a no.
No, I've not spoken about it. No, I have not. I don't pretend to. I don't think it's some people that they have a sway on other people that even if they stop playing, they can come back and people will rally to them. Fakadin is not one of those people. He's more of like a slippery snake. Yeah. Fakadin's just he's like a snake in the grass. I don't really see him doing anything. I mean, fuck, he can join Oops, join Money Guild.
Well, didn't Fleet used to be in Oops?
Yeah, and it took a whole entire like 3 seconds for him to betray Oops. Like, yo, Vakadin, wouldn't it be cool if you dropped the lines and just started launching on Derek? He'd be like, you know what, that would be pretty sick, yeah. And that was Fleet.
Fleet or defeat.
Snatched victory from the jaws of defeat. Yes. I was close.
Yeah. Imagine if all
I
the
think you
Brazilians
got it
played-
backwards.
No, yeah, that's actually true. Yeah. So Derek actually joined Fleet in game to to go just straight up shit talk their members. That was actually pretty good. Yeah. Derek physically gave someone else GM guild, joined Fleet specifically to talk shit. Very,
That's
very
funny.
Hey, Tazik.
Yo, what's up, dude? What's
That
going on? What's
sounds
the
like-
real? What are the topics, dude? Let me in.
We're talking about Fleet, bro. We're talking about Fleet.
Dog
talking
shit
about
guild.
Derek.
Vakadin's a horrible leader.
Jesus.
No. I love Vak, dude. The Fleet was actually such a good guild.
Yeah, were you there when Derek dropped guild and joined
Yeah.
Fleet? To, like
He
random
dropped-
shit.
Yeah, that was when they left Alliance from Oops for the first time.
Yeah. Literally just
'Cause,
dropped in like, yeah, I'll
Derek
fucking
joined.
destroy you
No,
all.
no. I think it was in Alliance chat, wasn't it? He was talking shit in Alliance.
Oh, no, he actually
first.
No, he
joined,
actually joined Fleet on Derek.
No. What I'm saying is, I think they joined. I think they were talking shit in Alliance, and maybe this is completely wrong. And then they dropped, and then Derek joined Fleet after they dropped and talked more shit. Or is that not what
Yeah.
happened? Was it only in
Yeah.
guild?
It's like, yeah, I'm still good. After you can't read a line chat no more, say no more, fam. I'll just join your guild.
Yeah, I thought that was what happened, but maybe I just remember wrong. It was only guild chat. Like he just dropped and joined when they were still in. But yeah, I remember seeing the pictures and everything. I'm pretty sure I was playing at the time that happened. That was like online. That was fun. I love Vok though. When the Fleet was in their prime, that was probably like the most well-rounded guild I think that Albion has ever had. Because like they had the ZVZers, they had that GVG team with Shazar, that one tank I don't remember the name of, and
Gunner and all those guys, yeah.
Wait,
no,
Anna was actually-
Gunner wasn't the tank.
I can't imagine
Eximo was
Anna
the
actually pressing. I can't imagine it like and actually pressing buttons.
Well, yeah, I mean that GVG team was really good, and like they had a ZVZ team as well. Like a lot of guilds are only one or the other, and their alliance like makes up for the rest. But they had it all, so when they dropped, they're just doing.
Yeah, because it was very balanced.
Yeah, that was like the most balanced guild. I think. That,
Yeah. Yeah,
I mean-
it wasn't nothing about it. It was a good guild, but things
Yeah,
do
but-
tend to come and go. So yeah.
Yeah, but they did suck ass. I remember one time they tried diving us. We were 5 GVGers on a farm, bro. They brought 80 people. Fucking got 5v80. Idiots didn't kill anyone. Because that was when like Zerg buffs happened and shit. So they hit all of us where you hit Zerg buff and fucking destroy them all.
That sounds fair.
So were you
I've seen
doing
something like that happen in Anglia as well.
were you doing anything for reset, Tazik? And for people who don't know who you are, could you introduce yourself?
Yeah, dude. I used to GVG. Now I cast on AOTV because that's like the standard progression. You stop GVGing, go cast on AOTV.
So are you saying AOTV is kind of like the retirement home?
Yeah, that's the retirement option for the boys. You know how it is. But
Oh
nah, I
boy.
mean,
I'm sure that will not, I'm sure that will totally not make
dude,
Chosen step on our feet.
well, like, so I mean, Lupac was like the first dude. He's such a good caster. Right? Like, that guy raps when he's fucking getting into it. He's a really good caster. And then when I started casting, it was because Lupac couldn't make it. So Emma asked me to do a reset day. I was like, "Fuck yeah, I'll do the reset day." I hate reset days. I hate participating in them. It's like I'm not trying to fight in 3 FPS. I really hate that shit. So instead, I casted it. Was probably the best air TV I've ever had because it was just the most fun one. The EU, the NA was pretty boring, but it was fun, dude. And then they're like, "Yeah, you can come back and cast GVGs." I was like, "That's cool," because I know GVGs. Let's do that. And then later on, I was like, I kind of like casting more than I like playing. So
Well, we got Snackster on here too. Speaking of casting, Snackster, you want to introduce yourself for everybody who doesn't know you?
Oh yeah, hey, what's up, guys? Snackster here, your neighborhood-friendly backup ZVZ shot caller, 6th, 7th in line in most cases. I had a brief stint on there too. I was just gonna say though, Sean, or
yeah,
I'm sorry,
let me hit this back up, dude. Snackster was out there praising me, right? Snackster out there. That guy did good as hell. Get him on AOTV. I like that shit. Snackster had my back. And then, dude, I was getting Snackster to cast. I got Snackster to cast. He casted. It was a very brief casting position for him. 'cause, you
Well,
can't.
I think you're going to be
unlucky.
doing a show here soon on Albion News, right, Snackster?
Yeah, we've been throwing some ideas around.
Yeah, well, you
Hey,
gotta-
I'm back.
Some stirring
because
it
like
up.
let me just say this right. You know the Albion online channel, it's like pretty official, and the show that I do, the shows and that used to be on Monday, now is Tuesday. I always try to make it way less official. Like I'll be pulling up memes of shows and pictures and stuff when I streamed it. Like I was trying to have fun with it.
Yeah,
But like
'cause at
that's
the end of the
obviously
day-
the much more official one, right? But it would be dope if you could have like, because obviously you can't have GM accounts like the casters do to go on and spectate and shit. It's like your players and you're not casting the official one. But it'd be really cool if there was just a way for like people like Snackster who can't officially cast on the Albion
Well,
online.
we
to
have-
use your Albion
we
news
actually have
and
We
most
did have
of
that before.
we actually have most of the main GVGers out there that are willing to stream for us, so we can kind of pull it up on the screen and he can do
so
it.
it's just the one problem I have with that is like I was pushing a while back for Emma to see if they could add in some way like how League has it or anything like
a
that where
spectator mode, yeah.
you can just spectate, exactly, like spectator mode, because I feel like if you could just have a constant stream on Albion Online of just the GVGs, even when no casters are there, like that's such good marketing for the game and all that
The
shit.
problem with it is though,
But-
dude, is from their perspective, is the intel it would potentially give somebody. Because we had
The
that
intel?
conversation. Yeah, so you know what they're
What
doing,
intel?
real-time stream, all that stuff. They'd
Well,
have
I
to-
mean, yeah, but you could delay it by like how League does it. Again,
They
League
don't have
delays
that
it by 3
capability.
minutes
Even
or
if you
5
delay
minutes.
it by
But
like
they-
5 minutes, it's still going to give people info they otherwise wouldn't have access to.
Yeah, and they
Yes,
just
they-
What?
they don't
But
have.
people
Come on,
stream their
bro.
GVs all the time. Like I understand this because this is something we did. Like what's his name? The guy who everyone thought Cargera. Cargera would always do that shit. Cargera is really good at reviewing VODs and everything, like figuring out strats and shit. Like that's definitely a really good way to improve. But pretty much everyone at the highest level, you're gonna be able to like watch their GVG in 480p anyway on a shitty stream. Imagine if you could watch it 1080-60 on the official. That would be dope.
It would be dope. No, there's definitely a lot of things that I think shit like that doesn't get implemented because it's just more work. Let's be fair.
Yeah, it's a lot more work. Like I
lot of
knew
work.
it was never gonna happen, but it would be really cool if it happened.
SPI, bro, not exactly.
Yeah, like
the
the-
best track record.
The
No,
only
I mean, they put the effort they put into like other parts of the game that matter more, right? So instead of adding in that, like back when I was actually like pushing for that hard and like a lot of other stuff, they were busy adding in like the changes that made ZVZ actually relevant again, because that was one time where ZVZ was really shit. They're like doing a lot of stuff.
Yeah, the only support we really get is from Chosen, so that's why we're always nice to Chosen, because he helps us and gets us stuff we need
You're
for
the
Albion
horrible
News.
person.
Mhm.
Yeah, your stacks are
What's up, boss?
completely off topic. No, were you there last night on Squad Team Speak? I'm not gonna call it Daddy Team Speak, bro. On Squad Team Speak.
Yeah, I was on there. Your boy Durateen just pops in during. Let me just get on that real quick. So we're deep in reset. We're in EU reset. Things are going wild. We're like, oh, there's groups over here. We got a T4 blob in this location. We're launching all vectors on this area. All of a sudden, Durateen jumps in. He's like, hey guys, what's up? And we're like, what? Like, dude, what are you doing? He's all like, oh, I'm just, I'm in here for reset day. What's going on, guys? And we're like, dude, this is the squad team speak, dude. You know what I'm saying? Like, What are you doing in here? So like, oh, this isn't the Oops team speak. We're like,
Yeah, my
no,
bad.
dude, this is definitely not Oops team speak. This is squad team speak that you're in.
And the best part was, you didn't even fucking ban me. So I just proceeded to go down to your foreigner channels and just give them a call for you. Like, hey boy, Snacks just had to rotate to this place. Like, oh yeah, guys, I need you to go to Alderwood real fast.
Guys, we need backup in Alderwood immediately. And we've got like, we'll say like we got like 500 people because we're the biggest alliance in the game right now. So we got like 500 people rotating from like their locations in Alderwood. They're dropping protection on boss groups. They're rotating to Alderwood for no reason. Absolutely no fights there. No one is even
I'm just
there.
chilling. I'm just like, yeah. Like, hey guys. And the best part for any reset, I decided to come back and to rap battle Heavy Jester. But I got cut off. It wasn't great. But fuck it. I do claim victory.
I would say rotating 400 men is an easy victory. You know what I'm saying? It's like using Jedi mind tricks in the game.
It's like, yeah.
You will not come near me.
This isn't the territory you're looking for.
This isn't
This
the
isn't
boss
the
group you're
territory I'm
supposed to
looking
defend.
for. I should go to Alderwood.
Alderwood you seek, yes. Yeah, but it was a fun
Alderwood
reset.
is the territory you seek. Yes, Alderwood is the territory I seek.
Yeah.
Guys, move.
I'm not sure it went through yet, but yo, how was your reset, Snacks? What'd you do, baby girl? Who'd you slay?
On
Who'd you
EU, it was pretty good. At one scenario, at one point, like it was myself, Mojo, and maybe like 25 other dudes just running away from like a T4 blob. I'm not sure if it was an arch blob. So it's like 25 of us running from like, the Dothraki horde of Arch, maybe like, at least 150 guys. And Knights in the other zone fighting another like 200 guys, 150 guys. So we're like running, turning, and I'm recording the whole time like, yo, I'm in a really good set. This is going to be the end of it. Like, this is really shitty. And somehow, like, through the miraculous power of like Allah and God combined and sweet baby black Jesus, we end up surviving somehow. And we made it out. I made it out with my good ass set, so I was pretty happy. Definitely a lot of fights, dude. Like, we were literally going back and forth from like Torrid Trough, and then the zone southwest of it. And like that was like wow, we were literally going back and forth and fighting max size blobs. Like the reinforcements from Arch were grouping up in Torrid, and then I don't know what zone it is. We'll call it like Sun Singed. Like we're just going literally back and forth for 30 minutes fighting max size blobs, and it was pretty cool. EU was definitely fun. I ended up falling asleep under my desk, and I didn't wake up in time for NA.
Very respectful. Didn't make it to your bed. You just fuck. I'll just lay here under my desk.
Yeah, it's kind of like I was like I'll be up 45 minutes for the rematch, and it just definitely didn't happen. So that was that.
I feel your pain. Yeah, in terms of take care, we EU was once again was pretty good. EU was a lot of fun. We zoned with like 30 people onto like Shiro. I don't know. I remember his guild name. Blackwater, AW, and Aggressor. We're all contesting Wire Forest, and we I think they don't understand how like mechanics and fights in the red zone works. So they're thinking like, oh wait, they're blue. It's okay. They're unflagged. They can't hit us, boys. As we step into the circle and their backline, just wipe them over. So
how were the ZVZs? Were they more than 15 FPS or like what was?
It wasn't bad. Yeah, I mean, Albion has come a long way.
It has way better, dude. Because back in the day, right, like 5 FPS. Now it actually just gets like 30. Like you can play the game. Like back then, I hated it because it literally the normal was like if you got 30 FPS in the ZVC, it was because there's probably only 50 people in the zone, and even then, like 50 people, it's gonna be probably less than 30. But now, dude, you can have like 200 fights and get pretty good FPS.
Yeah, and it's better for everyone, right? Because people can actually see abilities now. You can see spells. There's no magical invisible wind wall right in front of you, And in terms of like actual crashes and stuff, like the game is far from being optimized, but it's actually playable now. So better than nothing.
I don't know. I would
It's
still
certainly
say
better
that
than
like
it used to be.
there's still problems, and obviously the most notable is like anytime there's a lot of shit on the screen is when you're gonna have the most problems. And I'm not even talking about spells in general because a lot of that can be mitigated, but it's like it sounds retarded, but it's literally comes down to stuff like the name tags, the health bars.
But disabling those are so stupid, dude. Because like I no one's trying to disable the like seeing people's HP bars, seeing their names is like some of the best shit. I'm okay with disabling guild names, like alliance, whatever, but that's not even the big
Or
problem. A
player
lot of the
names
big
even.
problems is I personally want to keep player names on, but like I'm okay with disabling that. But when I gotta disable HP bars to get playable friend, that sucks, dude. But it's hard to optimize 300 people fighting. I understand that
Damage
completely,
numbers,
which is
Yeah,
why I think
healing
zone
numbers.
capping at least is in somewhat a good thing, because I'm not trying to have a 700 v 700 with like the June Alliance versus Oops, dude. It's one FPS all around.
It's still wild though how it literally comes back to that, where it's something as simple as like the name tags and the health bars is what's
Mhm.
really in the end that's what's dragging the performance down,
Yeah, it is.
not the spells. Like you can say like, oh, every time everyone casts like 100 of this, you're gonna have lag. It's like,
So it's
yeah,
the
Yeah, but
fucking
you can
UI yet
turn those
again.
down to like where you can still see them. They still look really good. They don't affect your FPS that much. But you keep HP bars and name tags on in like a 300 man, your FPS is going to be so much lower than it could be if you turn those off.
100%.
So
Yeah,
that's
damage
part of the
numbers as
fun.
well.
that, we had there was one alliance, a different alliance that we were cooperating with. I won't say who, but our guys were told not to attack that certain alliance, and we just all, while we were massing up, we told everyone turn all your name tags and guild and alliance name tags off. So they were then told, hey, don't attack these particular reds, and they then ran into the problem of not knowing which reds,
Yeah.
because they all had to suddenly then turn it back on halfway through.
you will
It's a
not
big
attack
problem.
these
Not to hit.
reds. You will attack those reds.
Yeah, and it's
Like not
that's
being able
obviously a
to
problem.
identify like who's even guild or I personally really like seeing the player name. I say it a lot, but and now beyond most of the fun comes from knowing who the other players are because it's such a small community. Like knowing like damn,
Oh
I
yeah,
just
no, it's
fucking shat
definitely
on
it's
Durateen.
definitely
Honestly,
That idiot Durateen just got destroyed. Like that's so fun.
it's definitely a preferable thing, but
Yeah.
the lag it causes for some people.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's not really worth it a lot of.
I
the-
remember
I
a
think it
clip
would
from
be.
back in the day. Go on.
I think it would be really handy if you could just turn off the guild name, so you would see the alliance name and the
You
player
can,
name.
You can
not
do
the
that.
guild.
You can do that.
Nah,
Can?
fuck that, bro. Listen, if I kill a dude, I want to see his name.
Yeah,
I wanna
exactly.
I want to look you in the eyes. I fucking bully you.
Yeah.
I want to walk over his body and spit in
Yeah.
his mouth while his corpse
Yeah.
is rotting.
There was like an old clip of Derek, like Derek's big play or some shit when he was playing like Warbow or something retarded like that. And he just like he rolls in, Derek fucking rolls in and like tries to get like a solo man flank and just dies one shot. But like the memes like that, you only get because you actually see the name tags, right? You're like, yeah,
Right.
Derek's a fucking idiot. But yeah, it's good though. It's definitely something that I would like. That in damage numbers, I like seeing healing numbers.
Yeah, turning numbers off is so annoying, dude. I want to see
Right.
healing. Like it's so much easier to tell if I have a hot on me by looking at the healing number than I would looking at the buffs. It's in a dumb spot.
That's
That's
like the stacks that you have on you, yeah, because it's
Yeah.
different. You have 30, you have like something taken for 30 and something for 90. It's different.
yeah. And like damage numbers, I love seeing. Like I like seeing all this info, dude. But kind
I'm
of hurts
sure
you a
those
lot
people
in
doing-
ZVZ.
I'm sure people doing like those big brimstones, they want to see all those numbers. They would love to. Oh, I
Exactly.
just did.
Hell
Just, oh my god. You know what I do want to say is though, like in regards to that, like there was one instance when we were in Torrid, and the lag was going shit crazy, zone was locked. We're in the territory, shit's going wild. People were like, "I'm lagging so hard." We're like, "Shut the hell up!" Like
Yeah, everyone is. Shut the fuck
Yeah.
up.
I literally jumped in there. I was like, "Yo, hit Alt plus H, and that just removes everything on your HUD." And everyone was like, "Oh my god, I can move again!" It's like full FPS. It's like, yeah, but you can't see shit. It's like Stevie
Yup.
Wonder.
Yeah, I
You know?
always forget about that, to mention that to my guys.
Yeah, that's like the emergency button. Like
It just
when
blows
you,
people's minds that they didn't even know about it.
it's like, you
The
still
bad-
gotta play,
bad
but
thing
you
is
can't
that
see shit.
The bad thing is that by now they have the game optimized and everything, but not the UI, and it's so bad that the UI pretty much fucks your whole game. Because
Yeah,
the-
I get you
the-
on
the-
that one.
the data streams still are still the same. Like you still like the interactions on the server side still happen. Like damage is still being done even if you have your UI hidden, right?
Mhm.
So
Mhm.
I mean,
Yeah,
it
like
has
I
to
mean
be a
they
UI problem.
they fixed it because before it was, dude, it was everything. Before, like literally, you're in a ZVZ, someone drops a fucking pierce on like 5 people, you're gonna get 1 FPS, right? Now they optimize the effects and the character models and stuff really well. Like that's not the biggest problem, or even a medium problem. Like the biggest problem is just all the numbers, the HP bars, the text, all that shit gets destroying your FPS in ZVZs.
But it shouldn't. Should
I know it shouldn't.
It's
I mean,
some
but it
legacy.
does.
It's some
like
legacy
how bad
code.
does your UI have to be that displaying the numbers that are happening on the server side is what causes the lag? Because that's what's happening apparently.
It's
And-
client side lag is what it is. It ends up being client side
The
lag.
Yeah, so
client
that's
is
all FPS,
horribly.
right?
Well, no. Let's be real. The client is really badly optimized.
Yeah, it is, but it
Oh, yeah.
still gets a job done, right? But it's like FPS and only in ZVZs when it's really shit. Right? But how was the server lag? Was the server lagging at all yesterday in the recent?
It did a little bit,
No.
yeah.
Not in EU really.
I felt pretty good.
In NA,
Because
NA
that
it
used to
did.
be a big problem, right? But that's
actually-
been mostly.
Actually fucked the game. Like reset day up. 30 minutes before EU reset, Discord just completely explodes for everyone.
Yeah, did it?
Oh
I'm
god,
sure you didn't
yeah.
have a
that
hand
was-
in that. I'm sure you didn't have a
Holy
hand in that 13.
Well, me.
Just sounds like something coming out of your neck of the woods.
No. But yeah,
Oh,
30
shit.
minutes before,
Everyone's Discord is down.
everyone
Bro,
Discord
Durateen
fucked
took
out.
the whole Discord off. dude.
I think it was.
Crazy.
I think it was the Russians, to be honest. Just saying.
I think it was.
Just
it
blame
was
Russian
always
hackers for
the Russian.
everything.
It was obviously June. Come on, it was definitely Pericula.
It was the Serbians.
Yeah. So
Or it was the logical explanation, Durateen, where
Everyone-
they're pressing a button saying "Para na way."
Fuck.
Discord
Everyone-
no way.
Isn't he more of a rapping guy instead of like ballads?
Yeah, let's get some rap going on here.
Oh god, no.
That was just some capoeira, some capoeira jams I like to
Yeah.
listen to on my
Yeah.
iPod.
Snacks actually knows about. Why do you listen to it on your iPod?
My iPod video, dude. From
You have an
1997.
iPod video. Why do you have
dude.
an iPod? It's 2019.
Just say I'm a little behind times, just a little bit
Very,
behind the
fucking,
times.
very respectful.
He probably has a Zune.
Oh, I had a Zune.
Oh,
a Zune.
shit.
That was legit, dude. Those Zunes were legit.
Yeah, so
the brown
30
one,
minutes
the
before,
color.
everyone's trying to mass everything, getting everyone together. Boom, Discord's offline. So
Oh,
it's like,
that was fucked. Yeah, Discord, like 3/4 of our guys couldn't even get on.
Yeah,
So-
that was
So
pretty
we had the
bad.
great idea. All right, let's just go to Hammer and Sickle TeamSpeak. But the problem is that Take Care had 150. Hammer and Sickle had like a horde of Russians too. So we capped that out pretty quickly.
How was
that's
old
why
MacTap? How was old MacTap doing?
I don't know. I don't speak Russian. Every time I speak with Backtap, there's always like some Soviet area music in his background. He's drunk. He's literally drunk out of his mind. No, listen. I swear to God, if you go on Hammer and Sickle TeamSpeak during fucking calls, during CTAs, and they're calling, it's like you hear him say fucking "push блядь, gigantify Peter," like just random fucking Russian shit, and like literally fucking like Soviet propaganda music.
Well,
It's
and
literally the
randomly you hear like fuck shit, just randomly
It's
interspersed.
блядь. Сука,
Блядь.
gigantify блядь. It's bad. It's good.
I get this feeling that MacTapek is so Russian, you can hear the picture of Stalin on his wall still.
Oh, 100%. He has a bobblehead. He showed it. I've actually seen the picture. He actually
Oh
has
my
a bobblehead.
God.
The man has a Stalin bobblehead on his desk.
I just want to say that the views that are being expressed here are not the official views of Real Talk, because I don't want fucking Russians DDoSing my shit.
Oh, what's the worst that's gonna hack us up, dude? It'll be all good.
What
Oh
Shiro's
my
doing-
god, I just had a shot
but it's-
disconnect.
I love
It
how
gets
it's not a
worse,
matter
though.
of principle, it's just a matter of you not wanting Russians to DDoS you.
Yeah,
Pretty
have
much.
You guys, speaking on the issue of Russians,
Isn't
Have
that
you guys seen-
racist?
have you boys seen the picture of Shiro dressed up in female clothing?
Oh
Where?
Jesus Christ!
Like it's with the captions "We fight for our queen."
We are
What?
seriously
What?
devolving here.
You may or may not have seen this picture.
No, I've seen it. I've seen it. It's yeah.
Emiya Shiro literally dressed up as a woman, a wig and all.
What about the
full-
picture of you, Dirty, with your fly undone?
Yeah, but listen.
You know what I'm
At
saying?
least-
We've all got our
listen,
moments in here, dude.
I'll take my baldness over dressing up as a female. I'll take my plaques. Listen. I was chained to a plaque.
Well, what's wrong with cross-dressers? Are you saying you got a problem with cross-dressers?
I'm just saying, bro. Fucking a wise man called Plebicus Durpicus one told me, traps are gay.
Or are you?
Yo,
Truth has been
13,
Hold
look
on,
at our
did you
fucking
just say-
mugshot, bro.
Hold on. Did you just say Shiro was a trap?
I mean, not a very good one, but you know.
Wow.
Can't all be top level, like what we want to be.
Exactly. You gotta have there's a premium and there's the bang for your buck.
True to that fake taxi, bro. I got you.
Yeah.
Listen, while we're on the subject of like the personal appearance things, dude, what's up with prominent, popular Albion Online streamer VGT Wade and like this recent exposure of him like just blowing straight huge balls of mucus out of his nose, dude,
What?
like onto his arm.
Where?
Remember these clips, dude?
Nah, link the clips, bro.
That
Oh
is
my
actually-
god!
Is
Let me get these
BGT Wade? Is that the follow?
Yeah,
Wade?
yeah, but Wade, yeah.
Follow Wade, right?
Follow
Like that-
Wade, bro.
Yeah,
Follow
okay.
Wade.
Follow Wade. Follow
Okay,
Wade,
okay.
boys.
Yeah,
I'm
because that guy used to be
someone's linking me the
Valhalla GT,
clips.
right? And he changed his name.
Honestly,
Yeah, for unknown reasons. Let's
I know why.
You
I
know,
know why.
you know what I'm saying? It's
That's
like
my
cool,
boy
though.
right there, bro. That's my
Like-
boy.
I don't
It's
know
my
if people
boy
actually
too.
having this kid in Oops has been a magical experience, right? 'Cause we'll be fighting. The cast will be over. Points of tick. 30 minutes later, Wade will come on TS. Okay, bro, we masked. We ready. Where Valhalla go? It's like, my bro, you missed it. Oh,
Bro, he's on
really?
different time.
Well, we get castle for tomorrow now, okay? So he just goes and takes the castle for no reason. It's like, bro, there's no points. Like, yeah, we take. Ready, guys. Like, bro.
You're making Wade sound like he's Russian, dude. You gotta do the Wade voice.
can't do the Wade voice.
Valhalla Global Team is ready to smash.
Jesus
We,
Christ.
Lindale, we
No, like
ready.
that's it. We're calling, let's rotate back to Mercia. Let's go back to Mercia for NA reset. Like, back to Mercia. Like, okay, ally in Craig Garrett, you need engage. I come. Valhalla, ready. It's like, wait, we're not there. Okay, we engage now. Like, wait, that's not us. Like, help. Like, Wade. So, yeah.
What does Derek think when like he's in there and he's hearing Wade say this shit?
I
Is he just like,
honestly,
oh my god?
every time I speak to Derek, I can just sense the sadness in his voice. Just sense, like, the utter fucking...
Like, oh my god, Wade's actually here.
Is it like
Yeah.
palpable?
It is, yeah. It's fucking. But that's the thing about Derek, though, right? The more crippling depression he has, stronger he becomes.
Jesus Christ.
It's true. Eric is an unstoppable force of hot pockets, basements,
And sadness.
The man cannot be broken. The man cannot be beat.
So are we gonna get
I have
this?
full
Are we gonna get this
confidence.
leaked leadership meeting? I want to hear this recording.
Yes. I
What
have
leadership
full
meeting, what?
confidence that Oops will win the season because of Derek.
Oh,
Full
yeah, for
confidence.
Dude, they
Full
need to get that
confidence.
third crystal before the game literally changes entirely in season 10 or whatever season it is.
8.
8. Is it actually 8 next?
Next would be 8, I think.
Okay.
Jesus
Wrong.
Christ.
Oh, look at these pictures of Wade. Oh, that's
Yo, where they at? Where they at?
honestly the only thing more disgusting than the picture is the fact you're using fucking the light mode Discord.
Oh, is he? That's nasty.
Yeah, that's
what the
disgusting.
fuck?
Jesus.
But Derek is.
Where you live, though?
magical. Derek, see, that's why I love about Oops, right? Just like such a mesh of personalities. Like you have all the memes in there. I think the only thing we miss is like, I don't know, like sucks, so we can call him a cuck. But besides that, you have everything. You
Sucks
literally
was a
have
good oops.
Dude,
man.
he like
was
totally
an
missed
oopsie,
a
though.
snot ball on his shoulder. It's still there.
Yo, link it
Oh,
to
God.
me, dude. I
He just
It's-
casually dived.
It's
the tower.
live
Look
on
at-
the stream.
look
It's
at him.
live on the stream.
And you know, 100%, bro. You know that clip cut off because you know he died in that tower. Come on, you'll know 100% sure Wade died under that.
Wait,
tower.
replay.
Replay.
What
Look
the
at
fuck?
look at the shoulder. Look at the shoulder, just there.
He just like smears it back onto his
What
arm.
the
Like, it's
fuck?
fine. It's fine. Look at him. You know he died in, bro. You know he died. You 100% know he died.
You know he died in there. You think so?
You know he died. Come on. That's why I cut. Oh, look at that. It's disgusting.
Nah, I've seen worse.
Yeah, it's just- you have Wade, you have Derek, and you have like LeBron James inside like the same Discord. the
Yeah,
same-
dude, LeBron James and
Ooh.
Ellipsis, those are power pickup. Those personalities of oops. Oh my.
Ooh. Ellipsis is very tends to be very reasonable. Yeah, he's like
Yeah, these
taking
days,
everything
he's
good.
chilling.
Ellipsis took everything good that fucking me, Ben, and Andrew did, and like ignored like most of the autism. Most of it.
No, I love Ellipsis, dude. He's a cool guy.
Yeah, it's a very nice young man.
Dude, they have every kind of personality is an oops, pretty much.
Yeah. But then you look at I'm gonna call Squad because calling it Daddy is very
Yeah, it's
strange.
Squad.
It's Squad. So look at Squad. You have like you have Mojo, and you have like the Snack Store, and then like who's the rest? It's like,
Who in squad?
Yeah,
Bro,
no,
Chris
no,
sucks.
No,
What
no,
you
no,
mean?
I'm talking about like the other guilds, like the other alliance guilds. Like,
I don't have a guild.
I mean, they got June. They got Guarza.
yeah, Guarzo. Yeah, Guarzo's a good dude. I like Guarzo.
Beamed.
Guarzo is Bean. You
Ruby.
literally
I know,
said
I know.
the
That's
same
what I'm
person.
saying. That's what I'm
Same
saying.
person.
I'm trying to say, bro. Beamed when he was in Oops. That's my boy.
Like next thing you're
And
gonna be
he's
like,
a fucking
oh, yeah.
no life on RuneScape. The kid has 99 everything, dude.
Next you're gonna tell me like, oh yeah, they have real player. He's so funny, bro.
Dude,
So
I'm saying Bean because that's how I know. Guarza's a shitty.
Guard's a good, yeah, Guard's a good dude. But yeah,
I love
that's the main difference between like this red versus blue that we have going on right now, right? And it's one alliance is obviously they're going to disband in the season. You know, squad alliance is
course.
obviously going to disband. But like the fact that you had to get, like, I know, and everyone knew there was going to be like some sort of coalition against Derek. Like that's how the game works. But the fact that
It's not like it didn't happen before, though. Let's be realistic. And you know who was in on that too, so don't.
Yeah,
play, I'm
yeah.
innocent. I'm the innocent one here too.
What do you mean?
My name's Durateen. I'm innocent.
I'm super innocent, bro. Listen. I have replaying fucking chat. Yo, real trade.
You were leading the
Just
men
said
in
you
that
went into another
coalition
alliance.
against Derek.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you were the
mostly
one
go the wrong way.
fucking sticking it up Derek's ass.
Yeah, but it was for a good cause.
Yeah, hey, feeding the poor is for a good cause too.
Exactly, bro.
I'm not exactly out there, serving meals up on the food wagon.
I mean, maybe
Why
you
not?
should, bro. Maybe you
I'm
should.
just saying.
Listen, if kindness is like karma, good karma, bro, you can never get enough good karma. Especially you, because you're fucking, you're degenerate.
Oh yeah, of course. 100%. I'm not gonna deny that. No one's gonna deny that here. We're all degenerates in our own special little way.
Oh,
Everyone in
God,
here is
yeah.
degenerate.
So yeah,
I mean, it's not
that's just
It's not
like
like
the
Taz that could come over here and be like, "I'm innocent of that too." Raise his little limp
Doing
wrist.
what? Dude, I'm a degenerate piece of shit. Don't get me wrong. Like,
That's
hey,
what I'm saying.
you never know. dude.
stuff, bro. Like
No
curse
one
stuff.
here is innocent. No one here is innocent. We're all scum, for the most
Eh,
part.
Of course, everyone is, dude.
The scum of
You know,
Oh, no,
Albion.
yo,
But
Del
sometimes-
seems
but
like a nice
sometimes you
young
hold
man.
back, though.
Who?
Del seems like a nice young
Bro,
man.
I guarantee you, parse
No,
anyone's
Dell's
life,
nice.
there's
Dell's
at
nice.
least 7 choices that are actually just degenerate fucks in their whole.
So, but yeah, that's
And for
the-
you, Dirty, that's 70, not 7, bro. You are straight degenerate.
me, I'm like the
Yeah.
nicest guy.
The fuck? You don't have mugshot of the year?
Yeah, maybe. yeah. Yeah. In my defense, I've transitioned from the mugshot to looking like the default RuneScape man. So I know-
Do you actually?
I do.
Jesus
I look
Christ.
exactly like the default RuneScape man. Yeah.
So we have
That's
a question from chat. Somebody wants to fuck you, I guess. I don't know.
I'm not with a
Me?
question.
I'm ready and willing
Dirteen.
for the right man or woman.
Oh,
for
sorry,
that.
Damn,
sorry,
not
sorry.
even
Like,
Snackster?
Oh, man.
we can help you get you hooked up, but I think that offer was for Durateen only.
There's a snack. I'm just saying. I got fucking. We got this e-girl called fucking Hursty. I'm talking
Hursty?
serial e-dater. I'm talking like, ooh, like
Thirsty? Is that what you call it?
worse than Sugar Burger, bro. Yeah.
Worse? That's pretty
Worse,
rough.
bro. Worse. It was bad. It was fucking bad.
For people
So
that aren't
fucking-
familiar with it, can you guys quickly explain what e-dating is?
E-dating is when you're lonely in real life and you slither up to another strange woman on the internet, and you talk to her for someone else to fuck her.
It's
Yeah.
amazing. That's an amazing way to put it. I
No,
would just say
the analogy
it's
was
like,
the analogy
I would
was
just say
that you're
it's like the
a
difference
microwave.
between male and email. It's the same thing, basically.
Wow.
I mean, what? Wait,
Yeah,
what?
I-
No, it's not.
it's
the
like, have you ever
difference
seen that one
between them,
movie, You Got Mail, with Meg Ryan and Tom Cruise, or whatever his name, Tom Hanks?
That one-
It's
No.
like that.
What is that
Yeah.
movie?
You never seen this movie?
No, what the fuck you talking about?
Dude, they did an e-dating movie back in the 90s, dude, with Meg Ryan and Tom Hanks. Dude, that's
Oh.
like, if you ask me, that's like Albion e-dating, 100%.
It's worse. It's worse because then you actually go fly out to the girl's house. You spend 3 days there.
Dude, e-dating
And
is
she
not
won't
an
give you a
Albion
kiss.
only thing, dude.
She
Hold
won't
on.
give you a kiss.
You've
Let me
never
tell
played
you some
WoW.
shit that Albion
I
has
feel
never happened,
fucking
okay?
old.
I'm playing WoW right now. Like I play WoW 2 days a week at night. Right? Not at Costco, retail WoW. Dude, this guy I know, he met a girl. They're doing dungeons together, right? He just met this girl. She was healing dungeons. Okay, the guy flew, or sorry. So the girl started e-dating him, right? Turns out the girl also was e-dating 3 other people in that guild. like 3 other guys. She flew out and fucked 3 out of 4 of them, but not the dude who met her during dungeons, right? Now that guy and her make porn together. Like they live together in Vegas making porn, and she still flies out to other guys and fucks. E-dating
Wow.
on WoW is crazy.
That is.
Christ.
Wow, porn.
Like,
Like,
heard
I
wild
swear to God, it's a true
stories from
story
one
because
of our-
I can link you their page, bro. Like I swear to
I
God,
mean,
they're-
listen,
No.
bro. One of the
Listen, at
That's how
titles.
we
Listen,
get
hold on,
banned
hold
from
on,
Twitch. I
hold on.
swear. No.
One
At
of the
least,
titles of their thing is hot girl gives BJ World of Warcraft. That's a title of one of their videos. Okay,
I mean, listen, that's the selling point. World of Warcraft
Link it
is
to
the
me
selling
privately.
point, bro. Come on.
link it to me
What?
privately.
Okay, since this
For
is now going
for
off
investigative
the
purposes
rails,
only.
I'll just push it. I'll just push it away because it doesn't matter anyway at this point. I'm gonna ask about Gabby because Chat told me to.
Gabby, yeah. So
Perfect.
Gabby was this crazy. I was gonna say bitch, but crazy female creature that I met on the Run for World of Albion. So and she was very. I don't know the correct word to say this.
Did you e-date her?
No, she was. I mean, listen. At what point do you transition from e-dating to actual real life dating? If she
When
lived
you're
inside,
real life dating.
yeah, no, she lived inside my house. Does that
Oh,
work?
then that's not e-dating.
No, that's
Yeah,
not
dude.
e-dating. That's I don't know.
So
Marriage.
So yeah, no.
That
So
is-
she came over to São Paulo. She lived inside my house. Stayed with me a couple days. She was very batshit crazy. So yeah, it is what it is.
You know what the
And then
saying was
certain
crazy was.
certain pictures of her were leaked on the internet. So yes,
Bro, speaking of
That's
pictures,
that.
give me a second.
What you gonna bring up? Fucking, you're gonna link your tits?
Not that girl.
We're all going to hell.
We're not.
All right, here. I'm gonna link this in.
Cherry bomb?
I don't know about you, but at least I'm getting free drinks.
Okay, where can I link this? I'm gonna link this in general. It's
sure.
not that bad.
Yeah.
So this is the person I was just referring to. Okay, that's Meg. I'm gonna read this out loud. Okay, I'm not gonna read all of it, but I'm gonna read the bottom
Okay.
part. Okay. The guy says to her, he says, the fact that you want kids and have been extra horny lately has been driving me wild. Makes me want to pump my every drop. I'm not gonna read that word. Straight into your womb. She said, "Sounds good. I still want to use condoms for anal." And then she flew out and banged that guy.
But if you're actually meeting in real life, is that e-dating? I'm
It is,
old.
dude. I think it is because she flies out on their dime, bangs them, and then comes back to her.
Isn't that prostitution?
Yeah, I guess.
Or you could actually say it's RMT. I think it's more RMT actually.
I think if it begins online and there's less than, like, if the only thing you're doing in person is just fucking, like, you're not doing anything else together, I think that's still e-dating.
So what about the stories about people like selling pictures and videos and other shit for in-game Albion stuff? I think that's a really serious RMT
Yeah, you
thing we
haven't-
need to talk about.
Have you never done that?
Yo, Kazi, let's do a read aloud in fucking in general chat. Let me finish.
You want to read aloud
This
that
is-
one?
this is-
Oh my
Missy-
God.
This is this is chill, calm down. Listen, this is Missy Moo, and a well-known GM that's still playing out right now. We're not gonna have fake names here, but yes, this is Missy Moo with a very well-known, popular GM playing right now.
Okay.
You
See,
want to
by
start out?
any
You want to
chance
start out?
What?
No, bro. I think you should start out. I'll read Candy Cloud.
Oh my God. Where's Fab when you need him?
Let me scroll up. Where's the beginning? All right,
Yeah, you
so-
put way too many, bro.
I
There's so much
pushed
text.
you up.
I'm
I
not
pushed
reading
you
all
up
this,
against-
dude.
Well, yes,
Right.
listen.
I'm
I'd
not reading
push
this
you
out
up
loud,
against
bro.
the wall and start to
Oh
kiss
my
on
God.
your neck.
I ain't reading this out loud.
What? Read it back. Read your part, bro.
I'd
Can't
kiss
you
you.
just-
I'd kiss you back. Wait. Hold on. I have to scroll back up. You're deleting.
delete-
Someone deleting it, bro. Someone deleting it.
No.
Jesus Christ, dude.
I ain't reading that. That's crazy, dude. You
Yeah,
This
no,
is
I
so
deleted
bad.
that shit, dude.
Yeah,
All right, please just.
You're not gonna turn
TLDR.
Albion News. You're not gonna turn Albion News Discord into 50 Shades of Grey, dude.
50 Shades of
Okay, so
Albion.
This is the level. This is the level that people actually go for internet relationships, right? And I'll be the first to tell you that you do make friends on the internet that are actual friends. They're real people. They feel they have the same emotions. It's just real people, and it's really cool that you can like meet so many different people in different places because they like the cultural swap, right? But the second that you meet these evil creatures called women on the internet, flee, flee, my nigga, flee.
So what you're saying is it's
Evil.
not about this battle between daddy and oops. The real battle is e-dating.
100%. I think the real evil that plagues our land isn't Derek. It's not Mojo. It's the women that try to e-date these nerds.
Dude, I mean, e-dating is all fine and well. Let's be honest, dude. Like the guys who are out there e-dating, they're lonely as fuck, IRL and shit. You know what I mean? Like, let them
Bro,
have it.
listen, it's 2019. You
Go
have
to a
kids.
bar and meet a woman. Like, what the fuck?
No, I mean statistically, dude, even with Tinder and all that shit, people in Gen Z and like millennials and stuff like these days are having less sex than people did back in like the 80s and 70s. Even with
Jesus
Tinder.
Yeah,
Christ.
because you have Pornhub, bro. Like, listen, why
Yeah,
would
I
I
mean,
go out? Listen,
it's
why
true.
would I get a? If you have a girlfriend, you have to give her attention and actually like acknowledge her existence. You can't just play Albion.
Yeah, that's one of the reasons why is because so many people are just like they don't need it, right? If they like before back in the 70s, 60s, whatever, before the internet and all this shit, if you
Hey,
got
hey,
horny,
so
if you
much
wanted to do
free
something,
time.
you would go out, right? You went out, you had to be confident, you
You
work
go to
on
the
yourself, like,
bar,
you be a better
fucking-
person, you go to a bar. These days, dude, you can be 300 pounds and get the same satisfaction as from online shit. So, like, what's the point?
How is that the same satisfaction? I mean, I haven't
It-
dated in like 20
the
years.
same
but
ending is what I'm trying to get at. You know what I mean? Like
not
when you-
really, dude. It's
'cause
like
back
playing
in the
tennis by
day-
yourself,
no,
dude.
like no. Yeah, they don't care because they're 300 pounds, bro. They don't give a shit. Back in the day,
That's
if
probably
you
why they're
got-
fucking 300 pounds.
Yes, it is. That's what I'm trying to say. Back in the day, that would never happen because you would have to go out to the gym. You'd have to work on yourself, go to bars, be confident, shit. These days, you don't have to do any of that. You can just look up Pornhub.com and see any naked woman you want.
And that is the future, boys.
Now let me
Mhm.
type in Julie Cat nude. Didn't work. Kazik didn't work.
What didn't
Did
work?
it work?
I
Yeah.
typed in Julie Cat
Dude,
nude. and-
yo, speaking of that, there was a Bang Bros. It's like a porno site. They bought another company because that other company had compiled a list, right? With facial recognition, they'd identified over 10,000 people who like were previously unidentified who had done like amateur porn shit, right? And they made a list. You could look up anyone and find the porn they did. And Bang Bros bought that company and they burned the files. Like they burned the hard drives with all the info. They said this shit needs to stay anonymous. Like look it up. It's
That's
true.
greasy as fuck. That's actually greasy.
That's actually proper, like people doing some stuff in their younger days that they never
Yeah,
really want to
yeah.
expose. People,
that's
people
fucked
nowadays
up,
don't
bro.
get that option, dude. People nowadays don't
Mhm.
get that option.
Yeah. So listen, this is my final words about e-dating, boys. Stay away from it. Girls on the internet always have something fucked in their head, right? They're either fucking batshit crazy, they
Yep.
have like 2 dads, they have like fucking like drug problems. It's always a negative thing. So stay away from the females in real life, in on out. All of them are fucked up.
But what if you're into that?
What into
Like,
having what? What imagine flying to a girl's house, spending 3 days there while she's talking to her ex, not getting one kiss, and just having to sleep in a hotel
What the fuck?
and calling the police
And calling the police? Who's
Who
calling
did
the
that?
police?
What the fuck?
I don't know. Someone may have told me that something like that may have happened.
Jesus Christ! Okay, now I want to get more info.
All right, hold
Yeah, I
on.
need
bro.
more info on
Don't
that.
expose the
Apparently
boy. Don't
there's a song.
expose my
Apparently
boy.
there's a song. Apparently there's a song.
There's a song.
Can we play songs? Can we play a song?
Hey,
Uh,
hey,
We
chill.
don't want to know.
That's the boy, dude. You gotta chill on that guy.
let me link this in general.
What?
Yeah, can we play that song real fast?
900 times?
Voltel?
It's about
very PG.
900.
Is the song itself PG? There's no rapping about, the bees and the hose.
I think it's a good.
Oh
song.
god, it's
Come on.
fucking SoundCloud of all places.
Boys, we're about to get it on there.
I'm not sure I like where this is
Very
going.
good song. Very good song. Listen.
I'm not texting him. I'm blocked.
This is my life.
You fucked up. I'm not texting
Yeah, no,
him.
I wouldn't
I'm
suggest playing
blocked.
that.
I wouldn't suggest playing that either. Yeah.
What a champion. That's a very respectable song. That was made by our very own J Watt. Shout out J Watt.
God bless Jay Watt. God bless. Jay Watt, another strong human being who we haven't seen in a long time.
The girl's gonna record you. You're gonna turn to like an internet meme. Yeah. But yeah, fucking. I don't know. Let's segue back into Albion because that's always an interesting topic. I think. What do you guys think for the Rangers season? Like, what do you think is gonna happen?
The
For the
remainder
end of the season?
No, for the next 30 days, which is like literally like everyone stops showering and goes full.
I think Money Guild is gonna win the season because they like Derek really wants a third crystal, and the only competition they have is like the June Alliance, obviously, because it's just 2 mega alliances. Game is kind of retarded that it always sells 2 alliances, but yeah, but the third one has nothing to do with Mercia, right? Like it's literally just
June itself is 3 mega alliances.
I guess. True. It's the coalition of all the mega alliances trying to fight Derek, who just takes all the players. But dude, you gotta admit, as a quick tangent, Derek takes people who a lot of like guilds or a lot of people don't think are that good, and then they do really well in oops. Like they don't have the best guilds; they just take guilds that are pretty good, and then they turn them into like, good guilds.
I saw Electra fucking shot calling yesterday, bro. I shit you not. I saw Electra with her like, "Hey guys, her super high pitched voice." Shot calling.
Yeah, I think Money will win the season because GGs like they go hard, they do everything they can to win. ZVZs, they have the guilds to, and I mean Money has gotten like they have good ZVZs in that guild too now. It's not like it was in season 3 where it was like mostly GVG.
All right, we're gonna play this clip of the same guy.
Yeah, I'm gonna go get lunch. I'm gonna step out.
Usa o peito do clérigo aí.
He said.
Look at Wade, bro. Look at Wade just.
Wait, cadê a cura, velho?
Wait for it.
Cadê a cura, velho? Olha, cuidado com a mina, vai virar no chão! Filha da puta!
Oh, it wasn't even him that stepped on it.
Caralho, viado, eu vou quicar esse cara da guild, mano. Dark Cocola. Caralho, eu vou quicar esse cara da guild, cara. Não é possível, irmão. Que mano.
The best part is he actually kicked that man from the guild afterwards.
Hey, that's how you do it, though. I just killed the GM on stream.
Yeah, fucking next 30 days next. What do you think, bro? How do you think it's gonna be looking for the next 30 days?
Next 30 days, I think I definitely think that the Squad Alliance will be victorious. The Woodwalker will go back to the woods and walk about. And I think Derek will have to take a long, hard look if he ever thinks he's going to win a Albion season ever again, because the game is definitely not shifting into his favor. And who knows? Who knows what
Derek's
holds
not,
us in the next.
Derek could be if he wanted to, but his focus has never been like the ZBZ.
So. I definitely think, like that's exactly what I'm saying though. Like he needs to take a long, hard look if he ever thinks if he's going to win another season of Albion after this season. Like
it's more about like thinking of like, is it worth it to fucking completely fucking change the focus of your guild for the win, right?
Well, I mean, that's for everyone. Like that's not just for him. That's for anyone who wants to be competitive in season 8 and beyond. If they will be choosing to do what's necessary to win the seasons, or if they will be choosing to live in the past and be a relic.
Yeah, but let's real talk. I mean, there's a lot of major alliances that don't give a shit about season points. Like, look at Arch. They don't give a shit about season points.
I think Ego doesn't either. Do they?
I don't think
so.
Sauce, they don't give a shit.
Fair. I agree. But with the giant but, do we really think that those two above stated alliances would be competitive if they actually cared?
More than they are when they're
not. I mean, I think Arch would. I think Arch and Ego and Sauce.
Listen, what happens, and this is not a flex on Arch. I love Arch. I think Arch is amazing. But the tendency is, when you're going to fail at something, it is some people like to play it off like, well, we have no interest anyway. Hey, it doesn't matter anyway to us. So that
didn't want it XYZ anyways.
Yeah. So I think that is something that you have.
Yeah, but I mean, Arch I think is about content for content's sake. Like they don't give a shit. I really don't think they do.
Which is respectful.
Also, just imagine these 10,000 fucking people mage raiding all day.
Yeah, that would be ridiculous. Even if they suck, that'd be ridiculous.
Anymore, though, coming into the future, I think mage raiding is going to become null and void coming up.
100%.
I mean, we've always gone for gold rank, and then we just stop. Like we don't care about competing for the leaderboard or whatever. you know.
Yeah, I
think about,
forgot.
like,
We
a
got
certain amount of
ego. We got ego leadership here. Like, what is your guys' objective once you know? I mean, like compared to this daddy and oops shit. Like, what's your guys'
Talking about
objectives?
this season or moving into season 8?
Just in general.
I thought we were
In
talking
general,
about
we
season
really
8.
want to stay where we are for the time being. We have no plans to, you know, move over to Mercia and start, you know, competing for all that stuff. We're generally quite happy where we are right now, and
Especially because next season there's no such thing as Mercy.
yeah, I mean,
that is true.
we'll see. As for next season, we'll see what happens. Honestly,
Too much
no
till the
one knows
world
what's
blows
gonna
up.
happen.
Because I mean, we're just extracting energy from the ley lines. What could possibly go
Yeah,
wrong, right?
it's totally not gonna blow up the entire world to change the map.
I
Yeah,
heard
like,
there will be a new guild called Take Money. I've heard the rumors.
I have heard these rumors. And it's very strange that you should mention that because just yesterday, both Ellipsis, Bird, and some other people from Take Care changed their tags to TM. So I'm not really sure what that means, but I'll let you know as we find out. I'll investigate.
You know?
Yeah, sorry guys, I've got to head off and tell some Anglia people not to use T4 warbows. See you guys later.
All right, have a good one.
Oh Jesus
That
Christ!
sounds fun. Bye. Thank you.
Sounds very
Yeah,
fun.
it is.
It's almost war camp time as well. I have to go mass to kill Snaxer. So
We're actually not doing war camps today. That's
no, never mind then. Fuck it.
Not
Go
doing war
mass.
camps today.
Stay on the show. Fuck it.
Yeah, if you're from Oops, you know. If you're
Stay
from
a
Oops.
while and listen.
Yeah.
Stay a while and listen.
No war camps then. Fuck it. I'm not gonna bother until Derek comes in chat like Durateen, stupid fuckle fuck. Why you not fucking? Why Take Care not massing?
Let's get him on here.
Let them know that there's no mustard available.
I want to hear his William Wallace speech.
I did. Yo, D-Bash. I didn't even talk about Snaxer mentioned it. He was actually there at the live when it happened. But yes, I did.
When
did
what
go on
happened?
Squad TS? They talked about it in chat. The Squad
Oh,
TS
yeah.
yesterday.
Good times for all.
It was a pleasant moment because that's the main thing about this game, right? Role play aside, bullying and and shit talking aside, most people are just that, just normal people, right? Not everyone's a full on, not everyone hates each other. Also, people you don't like, fair.
But that's just so less fun.
No, we need
So
we need a hell war, man. We need a like fuck you hate war. That's what we need.
Oh yeah.
Well, fuck you, hate war. We've already had
I'm not-
that done. That's
I'm
already
not gonna lie.
passed.
When you said hate war, I almost heard race war.
Jesus
Hate
Christ.
war, race wars.
What was that about racism? Isn't starts in your head, right?
It does.
Starts in your head but ends in your heart.
That's deep.
I'll be writing a book later this year.
Yeah, that was way too deep for this show, man.
We should do some penis jokes to get our thing balanced again. Like this is not acceptable.
Where's Novin when you need him?
Yeah, I'll be right back.
I'm just getting action figure flashbacks again whenever you mention his name.
Wow. So
I'd say though we've had some strong hate wars in the past in Albion. Like I believe the initial Exertion Money Guild War, that was a pretty harsh back and forth for a long time. A lot of
Was it
shit
actually a
talk,
hate war?
both sides.
Yeah. They actually hate each other though.
Yeah, I
yeah,
think there was
Yes,
a
yeah.
lot of strong hate just because due to like the proximity in which a lot of people lived, like there was some actual dislike.
Yeah. A lot of the things in the game.
I've had a lot of people messaging me about what your show is going to be about, Snaxer. You want to talk a little bit about like the basic idea of what your show is going to be?
Oh, we'll get on here. We'll throw the old stick around a little bit. We'll talk about what's fresh and relevant for the regular people. Just like some of this leadership discussion stuff like we've been doing here. Just kind of like the more back down to like the players, how they perceive things, just things like that. More so like on the lower end of the spectrum.
Actually, to bring up how players perceive things, he's not really well known, but he is well known. Solo player, I heard, posted on the roundtable about quitting. Does anybody want to talk about that? About the Spectre jacket or some shit? The axe.
Solo player? Not too sure if I know that guy.
Yeah, let me see if I can find the leak.
And That's the thing about Albion. Like, there's so many niches inside the game that there's people that you've never heard of, but they're super popular in their own little niche. So it's definitely very interesting community that we have here. Like, I'm not gonna lie, I don't know half the people in my own guild. Fuck me.
There we go. I sent it to you guys.
Yeah, I'm looking right now. It's your boy Gavera. I've seen that name now.
Yeah, he put a post on the round table, and then it got leaked that he was quitting over the
Spectre Jacket, Great Axe,
Yeah.
Warrior Boots.
Which is a
I mean,
full-on
realistic. That's a pretty powerful build.
I pulled it up on screen there because I know it got leaked publicly. I think it got deleted off of Reddit or something, but there you go.
That's almost as powerful as the sleep art brimstone.
The brimstone harvester hat brimstone.
Ooh, that's a very
Well, I
special
don't
thing.
think he's wrong with like what he's saying. Why don't you guys discuss a little bit about what you think about him quitting over it, though?
I feel it's just like he can't adapt.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say too. You know, like there's always where there's a will, there's a way. You know, like it took someone to come up with this build. It's not that hard to figure out a way around it. You know, it seems like, you know, like
The thing is, there are very few ways to figure a way around it on your mount.
well, no. The problem is when Gavera is going out there to gather, he's doing it either primarily by himself or with his life partner. So he's out there in a small group, 2 people or mostly by himself. And let's just be realistic. If you got 4 guys, it doesn't really matter what build they're using. If they're good, they're gonna get you. This just makes it easier.
Honestly, I've ran away from half a dozen guys more than I can count solo.
Yeah, but at a certain point, if they're gonna get you, they're gonna get you. If you have no territory, especially, if they're gonna get you, they're gonna get you. That's just there's no way around that. So it's like, to me, it's build irrelevant. This is just the lazy man's method. You know what I'm saying? The Spectre Jacket, Great Axe, Warrior Boots. It's easy. I've done it myself. I have 0 spec in all those items, and I've done it myself and gotten success. It's not hard, but it does have a risk, an inherent risk on its own. It's not like you're not taking damage. He's just gathering, probably with a bloodletter. So you gotta find a way around it. You just can't play the victim. It's like, oh, these guys are ruining my game.
Put over things like that, just like, bro, other people are doing it. Just suck it up and get through it.
Well, I mean, for our viewers, why don't you guys like give some suggestions about how you do get around it? Because I know a lot of new players bitch about it.
I would gather in a group. I would be out there with my buddies, my guild. Instead of trying to do it solo, all for the big money.
Albion's not a solo-friendly guild. That's just how it is. Not a solo-friendly guild. So.
What?
Brave Newbies is recruiting. What?
Well, I don't think Albion is a solo-friendly guild. A solo-selling game.
Yeah, it's definitely not. It's definitely not like a super solo-friendly game.
Some aspects of it are outright solo hostile, but nobody complains that I can't do a 5v5 Hellgate with 1 man.
Right, exactly. Even though they had for the mechanics in there a long time where you were able to send 3-4 guys into a Hellgate and farm it up and get some money, there's many different ways to play Albion, right? Many different ways. In this instance, I know this, speaking from experience, in Blue Army, we would gather legit 7 of us at a time, because safety in numbers. No other way around it.
Just strip mine the fucking zone.
Yeah, and just strip the whole zones. We did it in Anglia. We did it in
Scout on every entrance, strip the fucking zone, done. Easy.
You don't even need a scout.
Best case you have a ganking. If you're gathering in like a pipe zone, you in the best case you even have a ganking party up that can defend you if push comes to shove, and also disincentivizes people from even entering.
You could literally just have one guy doing the solo mob camps by himself, or even doing solo dungeons now in a real actual build to kill stuff, and then you have 4 or 5 gatherers around. 6 people, one of which can actually do serious work. That's going to deter anyone in the zone from ganking you. You know,
Honestly, if 5 guys with a bloodletter charge at you, you're done.
yeah. I mean, it's just the way of it is. You know, like if someone's setting out to kill you and hunt you down, they're gonna get you. Like I said, they're gonna find a way and they're gonna get you eventually. So it's not like just saying like, oh, I'm a gatherer, I'm a super experienced gatherer with 300 million gathering fame. Like, okay, so you spend a lot of time gathering. That's cool. Do you spend a lot of time fighting? You know, or it's just like saying like something like that. You know, like
And
just
groups
because
that
you
are
do a lot of
bigger,
one thing doesn't mean you're the best at doing another thing.
yeah, but if you just somebody said in the chat like 200 groups, like first you'll see those on the map, and secondly, anything that's too big to fight, you can just like run to your terry, store your equipment, bind yourself to the tower, and you're done. Nothing they can do to you in that moment.
Yeah, I mean, this is just to me. This post in particular. Like to go back to that post, the post real fast, just to revisit it. It's basically like this is like the Torthor post. You know, like oh, they're taking 5v5s out of the game. Like I quit. You're ruining my game. Like oh, this is it. You know, like people will come and go. Play styles will exist in and around the game. So I mean, like if you're not willing to adapt, like Durateen said, you're gonna get left behind. Just nothing more to it. This guy should simply just stop gathering alone, go out there with his buddies, and do it safely together in a group.
And if you have no buddies, you should consider making buddies.
Yeah. I mean, Gadara can probably afford to purchase buddies, so there's that option too for people like that. If you've got a lot of money, throw it around. Tell some people like, hey, I'll pay you 500K to do solo dungeons in the area, and if I call for help, you come and help. Pays for some bodyguards.
That's just like another aspect of the game.
Yeah, exactly. It's another aspect of the game. People pay for dungeon scouts, pay for gathering scouts. Go ahead. He's obviously making a pretty penny gathering. He's in here. I'm reading the post. It says like he's using the best mounts available. Well, those mounts are like 5-6 million. The pest lizard's like 5 million silver. So instead of using that 5 million silver on the mount,
pest lizard when you can just like use the swamp dragon for 1/10 price,
or just even a dire wolf, and just have the speed. And then, like I said, like take some of that money. And
in
have some
hostile
people watch
environments,
your
I would
back.
always run a saber or a dire wolf.
Yeah.
Well, maybe a swamp salamander, but
yeah, just to show you, like there's still always room for innovation, always room for new things. People get so stuck on the meta that it just like
and it's always there's always
innovate.
for trade-offs. For example, I'm lazy, so I gather on a fucking swamp dragon, so I don't have to run back to the terrier every 10 minutes. I'm less safe, but it's more, but it's just more chill for me.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I mean, the
So-
reality is, if your gameplay is centered around only one thing in this game, I don't know. Like, that's just. I mean, realistically, this isn't a great game except for the community, right? I mean, that's what makes games like Eve and Albion, honestly, better than they should be. I mean, let's be real, this is a really shitty full loot MOBA, right? I mean, if you really look at it from that perspective.
Yeah, I just look at it kind of like.
So if you're completely alone on your own and you only have one gameplay style, I mean, that's on you.
You're not really diversifying your bonds at all.
It's like all you do is you log in 5 hours a day and, mine, okay, like, sure, but I don't know. Like, that's just, it seems really like you're not exploring the sandbox. You're not making connections with people, etc.,
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It is an MMO, right? It's a multiplayer game, boys. So it's stated in the name. If you want to have solo play, fair, you can do that, but don't expect it to be as efficient as if you were with a team. Just that's just how the game works.
Yeah, just as long as you're willing to understand that you are the minority and you are doing that on your own. Expect nothing less than like the harshest conditions available.
Yeah,
Some people embrace solo play exactly for that reason, because it's the harshest possible environment.
Those people shouldn't be asking for maybe easier. and those people.
All right,
shouldn't be
so
on.
I got a message from June leadership that can't be on. They'll be on, I think, next week. So hopefully you guys can be on as well. And they're saying, to be clear, June's goal specifically, and thus Daddy's, was and is to casually shit on the extreme tryhards that have been playing nonstop for years with still nothing to show for it. People like Durateen have been playing nonstop for 5 years, and Derek and struggled to win season now. I think I said that right.
That's a blatant lie. I've quit many times. I've also been perm banned many times. So yes. And this is coming from the same leadership that made Gray, that has come back in like 3-month integrants, multiple guilds, done fuck all, like last couple of seasons and left.
So a lot of people have talked about Gray. I think they talked about Gray on like the Albion TV stream. Do you want to kind of give people like, I don't know, 30 seconds of what the whole Gray thing is, so people know what you're talking about?
Gray
Give
was
us the Reader Digest.
Gray was the rejects of EOS. They all got kicked from the guild under some very strange circumstances, and they unreleased. They're like, well, if we make these are normal names, EOS is going to come after us. So they changed all their names, changed their Discord, changed identities, and played on like a mysterious tag for like a couple months. And that was great. They did like a couple GVGs versus Derek when he had like Brazilians on his won that. They're like, oh yeah, we quit. Because that's how you win, right? Do a couple GVGs and you're like, oh yeah, now that they're gonna retell, yeah, we quit. So that's great. Plus edgy meme lords that have like aren't very good at the game.
So the leadership guy that messaged me, he says that that might be true, but you DDoSed them.
I did.
Is that true?
Yeah, 100%. Should have sat temp, pussy. 100%. Took the man out.
Man out.
All right, so what he's saying, hold on, Durateen. I wish he could hop on, because that'd be
I wish he
great.
could hop on too. This would be a hot one.
Yeah. Hold on, let me see if I can get him on. But he's saying Gray's real story is Durateen got booted off his old guild GVG team for them, and he DDoSed them. Hold on, let me see if I can get him on. Hold on.
Get him on here. Get him in here. This would be a good one. 13 to DDoS him? Really? Man.
Yeah. What?
That reminds me of when they were doing the arena invite. Are you not talking about? Or the guild invite or whatever they're doing?
That was a very strange moment, yes.
That was a good one though.
So that
was a good one.
That was a good one.
He might be able to hop on. We only got 10 minutes left in the show, but if not, we'll definitely have somebody from June leadership on next week. It's Snackster, I know you're in June, but you're not really like actively involved in leadership, are you?
But honestly,
I'm actually in Blue Army number 42, guys. We're still trying hard.
Same thing at this point, bro.
Platinum or Crystal, whatever the ranks are nowadays.
June, Blue Army, Main Arts, it's all the same.
You gotta just call it squad. Just call it squad.
Squad, yeah, squad.
There you go, call it squad. I agree with that. Yeah, the squad.
Squad, have you snacks, sir? Who is? Let me get the name again, so I don't fuck this up. Daddy's little cutie. Who is that?
Daddy's little cutie. I don't know. Daddy's little cutie.
Also known as Lady Medusa.
Lady Medusa. I'm unfamiliar with this Lady Medusa character.
Is this another E-dater?
This is another. Yeah,
it might be. Listen, it might be.
I don't know this person. I wish I did, so we can have the back and forth on it right now.
Fair enough. Then. Fair enough. Listen, it's probably not that relevant. Then fuck it. Oh well. Let's talk. Fucking speaking of relevance.
What's up, boss?
Do you still call for the glorious guild Blue Army?
I'm making those backup calls, those 5th, 6th, 7th in line type calls and shit.
So why is that? Why do you have people like Chris over you? Why does Sucks call ahead of you?
I don't know.
It just seems strange. Very strange.
You think it's like a lack of trust? Do you think the leadership just has a lack of trust in me?
I think maybe, bro. Maybe they look at Snacks or they can't. You know what? This kid looks like Arch.
I mean, but I
Maybe,
was handpicked by the glorious leader, King Mojo himself. Anointed me.
I mean, I feel like that wasn't oil, bro. I'm pretty sure that was like piss.
No,
Like
don't say
Gatorade.
that. Come on, dude.
Like Gatorade. I think they anointed you with Gatorade, bro.
Come on, dude. I used to stomp out Mojo and CV, dude. Have you ever seen the famous Kings versus Cans Invitational YouTube video?
I have not, but that sounds very respectable.
It's a very respectable video. Voltel, do we have time, you think, maybe to play that?
As long as it doesn't violate Twitch terms of service, yeah, send it to me.
I'm pretty sure it does not.
Yeah,
Give me a
just
second, dude.
DM it to me.
Yeah, let me look it up real quick. It's on your. I'm pretty sure it's just laying around somewhere.
So in terms of like, did you actually make your own guild at one point, or was that like? Is that
Have
something
I
you
ever made my own guild at one point?
Yeah.
No, never.
Yeah, would you ever?
I don't think
would you ever
I've never even had an attempt to. I don't think.
Would you ever consider it though?
Would I consider it? I mean,
Coming out, behind Mojo's shadow and like actually doing your own thing.
I feel like it's sad to say, like, at this point, I would say, like, I'm considered more one of the boys than, like, I doubt that I would have the following or support, many,
It's a lot of
any-
work, too.
Many, if any, people that would follow me into anything that I would do on my own.
Fair enough then.
Maybe that boat has long since passed. Maybe I did have an opportunity to do something at one point like that, but I just feel like I've probably lost a considerable amount of credibility doing other things and shit like that, and just the way people say things or discuss things. I probably just lack, like I said, the credibility to do anything like that by myself.
Very true.
So kind of shitty, like.
I mean,
So
but
what you're
listen,
saying is your street
Wade-
cred has fallen.
if Wade can have his own guild, bro, like come
It's
on.
up, bro.
If
Put
Wade
that,
can
put
have
that
his
one
own
in full
guild,
screen on there. Put that full screen up for the boys in the back to watch.
that looks like a very respectable video.
I can't. I'm actually doing.
On the. What do you mean? Just press the full screen button on the right side. Right there. No. So there you go. Take a little bit. This is a fantastic video produced in 4K ultra high definition itself. This is your boy Snaxer back in the day leading the Strongmen of Arch against the Strongman King Mojo over here. The Cans versus Kings Invitational. And,
Oh my god, he's like fucking.
playing the Ironclad, yeah. Playing the Ironclad, fucking their life up, as you'll see in the video.
Is that man wearing a meatball stuff?
You gotta remember, this is before the relics and everything. And
Oh,
Brimstones were only for the Richies at this time. Richie Rich.
These are good times.
These were the golden days of Albion. And
Even fucking rune artifacts were like well over 50k. Like what we consider like ridiculously expensive. Like bloodletters today was dirt cheap back in that time.
here you go. You got the Ironclad fucking their life up right there.
I like the exertion days.
Yeah,
I do
that's
like
Mojo and Exertion right there. And we're wrecking them. We definitely kicked them out of CV on more than one occasion. There's always, everyone will go back and pull up that story like how
The good old.
Is it the days? But these days weren't where LeBron James were actually teaching Mojo how to call.
These were those days.
I'm asking, was that this time?
I don't know. I mean, as you can see, I'm clearly.
you're in Arch,
I'm
man.
actually in War Legend at this time.
Oh god.
Strongman of War Legend. You know how that story went.
Yeah, for those of you that don't know, that was actually a thing. The man that actually taught King Mojo how to call with LeBron James.
Wow, that's amazing.
Just to show you, look, everyone has history in Albion, but behind every beef there's a story.
Behind every beef, there's a story. But let's be realistic though. The story behind LeBron James leaving BA was a good one. He just couldn't take the heat. He knew he was definitely falling behind in quality of player, so
Yeah.
he took the coward's way out. No one's going to deny that.
Sometimes you need to change the scene. Yeah, that's just what that is. Sometimes you just
I mean, I guess so. Maybe no one was just kind of tolerating what he was doing anymore. I know a lot of people were definitely like,
but it's action reaction, right?
yeah, I guess action reaction.
There's always a reason behind something, unless you're excellent, then you're just retarded.
Yeah. But he definitely wasn't. He was definitely falling off in quality significantly.
I mean, talk about quality. Wait, remember, I was in PoE. I don't know what quality is. I that word is foreign to me.
Are you a Syndic refugee?
Syndic's the refugee now. I can't believe he actually played it. It's so strange to me. Like the man literally was a main force for like 3-4 seasons, and now it's like, oh, the Syndic. Like, oh yeah, that dude. Oh yeah, he's still playing.
But there was never really any like strong pizzazz that he himself was, bringing to the table. He just had the organizational skills and shit like that.
Yeah, he just put the right people in the right
ran
place.
the
Those
show.
are important, aren't they?
To a degree.
I mean, listen, when you have Cargera in an ironclad meta, does anything else really matter?
Oh yeah. Look at that. Even number fight, 14 Arch versus 14 Strong Wokemen. You know who prevailed? Your boy did. Back to that LeBron thing, I think when LeBron was leaving BA and there should have been something to fill that power vacuum, I probably could have stepped up a lot harder and maybe filled the void, but for one reason or another, I definitely didn't.
Yeah.
And then that
Would
was
you
probably
say that
the time.
Would you say that Inaville had anything to do with it at the time? She was definitely slurping around, slithering.
Slithering? I don't know about slithering. She was moving around, probably doing power moves between Money Guild and BA.
Yeah.
So who knows?
Darkest of times.
You think that was dark times?
Oh, that was oof.
Those could have been lighter times, though.
Could have been, yeah. I was almost as good as when Vincent Vega swindled all that money from Sugar Burger.
Those were the golden days when Vince played. Those were the golden days, I would have to say, when Vince played.
Vince was a good dude. I don't mind him.
Vince is a good friend, but he's
very strange. Very strange.
Very strange. Like a man that doesn't stick around. I don't know.
I don't know. It's like one of those people that like role plays as black, like Dali Valerian. It's just
Jesus Christ.
No, oof.
All right, I think we devolved, guys.
Yeah, we gotta wrap it up.
Jesus. So, okay. Snacks here. You want to give any shout outs besides your show?
Yeah, I'll do a hot shout out. You guys can check me on my Twitch, my paid Patreon, and all that other cool stuff. Just DM me if you ever need a link. I'm in dire need of every support I can get, so just hit me up on that. I'll get you guys some links where you can donate me some real life money. I'm also looking for a mansion to live in on the weekends, so just throwing that out there too.
Could you bring your mom?
All right, Durateen. Any shout outs?
My boys in Take Care. The nerds that we kicked last night for being scummy. Shout out to all the boys in Oops. My boy Derek. All the Turbo nerds. Shout out to Heavy Jester.
What about
And
God?
yeah, that's about it. But yeah, I like Heavy Jester. I'm secretly poaching him from June.
I don't think it's good.
You never know. But yeah, shout out to all the boys.
I guess now they're going to report our channel for leaving somebody on for doing a federal crime. I guess they didn't realize you were kidding. What a moron. Anyways, Iron, any shout-outs?
Shout out to brave newbies are doing fine job. We're trying the new guys. A bit hard, but we're getting all the way.
I get hard all the way all the time.
Anyways,
You would fit right on our comms. I mean, what?
Overdose, any shout-outs?
Well, again to our newbies, and we did at least decent job in the EU time zone reset yesterday.
Yeah, the
Sadly,
newbies got their first ZVZ, like real ZVZ. They did respectable.
They had a cherry pop yesterday. Was fun. Even if we got stumped, I think I got mauled by a mammoth while 10 people and I think a flame basilisk or something shot me.
Yeah, you got butt
That
fucked by
was
like
an
2 battle
experience,
mammoths.
certainly. I mean, yeah. But still, was hella fun, and the guys also had fun as far as I heard.
Alright,
We're
guys.
gonna do that again.
Thank you all for coming, and hope to see you guys on next week.
All right, we'll be here.
Cheers.
God bless.